What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sat coming to you with today's stock pick, indicator help, and general investment tips. Remember, this channel is all about no face, just facts in 5. I do the research, so you don't have to. Today, we're talking about 3 stocks that could be at the center of the next major technology boom: QBTS, IONQ, and RGTI. Over the last year, we've watched AI stocks explode. Nvidia became a household name. Data center stocks took off. Infrastructure plays soared. But now investors are asking a new question: what's next? For many investors, the answer is quantum computing. Quantum computing is one of those technologies that sounds complicated, but the investment thesis is actually pretty simple. Traditional computers solve problems one step at a time. Quantum computers have the potential to solve certain problems dramatically faster. We're talking about drug discovery, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, logistics, defense systems, and financial modeling. In other words, some of the biggest industries on Earth. That's why governments are investing billions. It's why universities are expanding research. It's why major corporations are forming partnerships. Nobody is spending this kind of money because it's trendy. They're spending it because whoever wins the quantum race could have a massive advantage. Let's start with QBTS, D-Wave Quantum. D-Wave has become one of the hottest names in the sector because it's trying to prove quantum computing has real commercial applications today. The company focuses heavily on optimization problems, helping businesses find better solutions for scheduling, transportation, logistics, and resource management. What investors like is that D-Wave isn't just talking about the future. Management has laid out a roadmap, continues to attract customers, and is actively trying to turn quantum computing into a business rather than a science project. The risk is execution. Investors are betting that D-Wave can continue expanding adoption while successfully developing more advanced systems. If the company delivers, QBTS could remain one of the leaders in the space. Next is IONQ. Many investors view IONQ as one of the strongest long-term plays in quantum computing. The company uses trapped ion technology and has built relationships that allow customers to access quantum computing through cloud platforms. That's important because most businesses aren't going to buy a quantum computer. They're going to access it through the cloud, just like they access other computing resources today. The bull case for IONQ is straightforward. If quantum computing becomes mainstream, IONQ has positioned itself to be one of the companies helping bring that technology to customers around the world. The challenge is that investors are already pricing in a lot of future success. IONQ still has to prove it can scale revenue and turn technological leadership into financial results. Then we have Rigetti, ticker RGTI. Rigetti is often viewed as the higher risk, higher reward name in the group. The company focuses on superconducting quantum processors and is working to improve performance while building a complete quantum ecosystem. What attracts investors to RGTI is upside. If Rigetti successfully executes its roadmap, today's valuation could eventually look very different. That's why many speculative investors keep this stock on their watch list. But make no mistake, Rigetti carries risk. Smaller companies face funding challenges, competition, and execution hurdles. This isn't a stock to buy blindly. So why are investors excited about all 3? Because they're trying to get positioned before quantum computing becomes obvious. Think about artificial intelligence. Once everybody agreed AI was real, many of the biggest gains had already happened. Early investors took the risk. Later investors paid the premium. Quantum computing feels similar. We don't know which company ultimately wins. We don't know exactly how long adoption takes, but we do know the technology has the potential to transform entire industries. That's what makes QBTS, IONQ, and RGTI so interesting. You're not just buying stocks, you're buying exposure to a possible future computing revolution. Of course, there are no guarantees. Some companies may fail, timelines may slip, expectations may get ahead of reality. That's why I view these as speculative growth investments, not safe investments. But if quantum computing develops the way many experts believe it can, these companies could become some of the most important technology names of the next decade. So here's my question for you. If you could only own one quantum stock for the next 5 years, would you pick QBTS, IONQ, or RGTI? Let me know in the comments because I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Do your own research, manage your own risk, and never invest what you can't lose. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with a stock or indicator you'd like me to cover next. This is Sat, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.